The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Aaron Rodgers says he has one goal for the Jet offense tomorrow night. We'll talk about that and much more. It's the day before Jets Patriots, so let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jet. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go. Before we get started, thank you to all the Asmaniacs on the Discord, on Twitter, already in the chat for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. The only thing I care about, though, is not my birthday today. It's the Jets and the Patriots tomorrow night. So come hang out at L5 with me and the crew. All right, that's really my birthday party. The L5 tailgate, Jersey burn at 6:30. So get there. It is going to be a wild night, and I can't wait to watch the Jets and Aaron Rodgers at quarterback with all of you at MetLife Stadium less than 24 hours from right now. All right, lot to talk about. Let's get into some comments that were made by Aaron Rodgers yesterday. Look, if you look at the Jet offense, they've scored 3 offensive touchdowns in both of their first 2 games. They only did that twice all last year. So even though this offense is still a work in progress, right? They're not a fine-tuned, well-oiled machine yet. They're still finding ways to score, which is ultimately the goal. And if you look at offense around the league, it's down right now. There's been very few 300-yard passers. Point scoring is at an all-time low this century. I mean, we're seeing defenses play really well, and clearly they are still ahead of the offense through the first 2 weeks of the season. And the Jet offense, you could argue, has actually been better than the Jet defense so far. What bizarro world are we all living in? So I say all that to say we got to be patient with the offense, but the signs are there for them to be pretty good. And on my birthday, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you guys a quarterback chart that is positive for the Jets. We showed you the Zach Wilson chart all last year, right? And how he is so far below where everyone else was. Well, look at this. The bottom is the offensive grade for every quarterback, according to Pro Football Focus. And on the left-hand side, I know it's tough to see, but is the EPA for each quarterback through the first 2 weeks of the season. EPA per play, passes, rushes, and penalties. So this basically is a chart that gives you production-based measures of quarterback play. And Aaron Rodgers, at age 40, off a very serious injury where he's still shaking off the rust, is near the top of the league. So don't tell me what the stats are. Oh, he hasn't thrown for more than 200 yards yet. The eye test tells me this guy can still play. The eye test tells me he's only going to get better. And when you needed him to be at his best in the fourth quarter with this game tied at 17, you know what Aaron Rodgers did that no Jet quarterback over the last 15 years is capable of doing? He went and won you the game. He went and won you the game and was 5 for 5 on the game-winning drive. So I am very encouraged by the offense so far. They have to stay healthy, but the offensive line has been really good in pass protection. I expect the running game to start to open up. The emergence of Braylon Allen as a threat is so exciting for this team. Putting him and Breece Hall on the field together and the different looks you get out of that, that's exciting. Rodgers talked about how you got to have your best 11 on the field, and Braylon Allen, you could argue, is one of the best 11. We're going to see more and more of him. So I'm pumped, and I think you should be too. This was Aaron Rodgers yesterday talking about the state of the offense and his goal for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter how close we are. What matters is what we did on the field. You know, how close we are is great for coaches because they can coach up the whole thing. But, you know, it'd be a boondoggle to keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. So, you know, we got to change a couple things. We got to be a little sharper. Just, you know, we got to start faster. We've been, you know, starting really slow the first 2 weeks. So we got to start faster, put something together in the first 15 and give our defense a chance to play with the lead.
Why do you think that is, the slow starts?
I mean, I don't know. You know, the road environment is loud. The execution was close. You know, we dropped a pass on third down the first one and you know, didn't convert, you know, first, second down very well and couldn't convert third down in week 2. So, you know, we just got to figure out what we got to do in the first 15 to get going and execute a little bit early so we can, you know, I feel like once we get a first down, we've been pretty good, but we've had too many, you know, three and outs so far. Well, I mean, it's the plays that we have. We, you know, I only played 39 plays in the first week, and we're in the 50s, I feel like, last week. So, you know, we need to get our plays up to the mid-60s, you know, touching 70, and then you have more opportunities to throw the football, more opportunities, you know, more chances down the field, more yards, more points.
Man, 70 plays on offense. When was the last time a Jet team did that? That's what Aaron wants to see. That's his goal for this team. Starting fast is going to be key. And I think if there was a game to do it, it's tomorrow. I look at it like this. The Jets are the better team than the Patriots are. New England can stay in this game if they're not down early because they could play good defense. They could run the ball. But let's be serious about what the Patriots are. Yes, it's still the Patriots. It's the rivalry, but they're not a good team. Are they scrappy? Are they competitive so far? Sure. But they're not a good team. They're not. The Jets should be able to win this game, and really, they should be able to win this game going away. They have the better quarterback. They have the better skilled players. They have the better offensive line. And even with some of the issues the Jet defense has had, they still clamped down and only allowed 17 total points last week. They're at home. It's a short week, which favors the home team immensely. The Jets should be able to win this game and cover what is now a 6.5 or 7-point spread, depending on where you look. They should. And I think a major key is to start fast in this game. New England is not built to come back down 2 scores. They're not. If you get out in front of them and force them to throw, Brissett, who is a nice quarterback, he's not going to go up and down the field and beat you. Not with these weapons he has. When he played well against the Jets last year, when he was with the Commanders, or 2 years ago when he was in Cleveland, he had much better players around him. Who's New England's best pass catcher? It's probably their tight end, Hunter Henry. And then who? Like, let's be realistic about what this is. This is the game the Jets have to win if they're the team we think they should be. You got to win at home first and foremost. And you got to win games in your division. And we've said the goal for this team in the regular season, not just to sneak into the playoffs, it's to win the AFC East. And win the AFC East, I believe you got to go at least 4-2 against division opponents. And 2 of those wins of the 4 have to be against New England. Because you're getting them early with a new coach, new players. They're rebuilding. So you got to stick it to them tomorrow. You got to start fast. Rodgers is 100% right. If the Jets could go up 2 scores, this could turn into a blowout because New England does not have the personnel to play from behind. They don't have the personnel to do it. You tell me who their best receiver is. Jalen Polk? I mean, is that what Patriot fans are hanging their head on? The key for the Jets is stop Ramondre Stevenson. But you know what really the key is for the Jets? Score a touchdown early, score another touchdown, and lead by 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. Even if you're up 10-0, that might be enough. Because then you get the crowd involved. Then you start playing with some confidence here. And the route could be on. But they got to figure out a way to start fast. And I think in this game, we're going to see the Aaron Rodgers of old. a lot earlier than we did in the first two games. We saw vintage Rodgers on the final drive against the Titans when he went 5 for 5 and made the unbelievable throws to Garrett and Mike Williams. I think you use the throw to set up the running game tomorrow. Throw to set up the pass. Open it up a little bit. Use the pony package early. Because once again, you look at New England last week. Hunter Henry had 8 catches for 109 yards on 12 targets. After that, you know how many total receptions a Patriot wide receiver had? 3. 2 from Polk, 1 from Osborne. If I'm the Jets, my game plan tomorrow night is to go out there and stack the box and dare Brissett, who's not Will Levis from a mobility standpoint, right? That could be a problem if Brissett could take off and just run. We saw Levis make some plays with his legs last week that moved the chains. Brissett's really not that guy. So I am stacking the box tomorrow. I am putting Brissett in a spot where he has to throw to his receivers. And I don't think they could get open against Sauce Gardner, potentially DJ Reed. We'll see if he plays. Brandon Eccles, Michael Carter, Tony Adams, Quincy Williams, Jamie Sherwood. I don't think these guys are going to be able to get open. I don't. I think the Jets are the better team, and they should go out there and they should impose their will. Start fast offensively, and I think the defense will play off the crowd, and they'll be really, really good if they can get out and basically keep Stevenson in check. If you keep Ramondre Stevenson in check, I don't think New England has enough weapons to beat you. I don't. This is a weak team offensively. Yeah, they're built to run the ball and not turn it over, right? Like, Brissett's not going to give you the 2 turnovers Levis did in all likelihood. But he's also not going to give you those runs that Levis did. He's a different player. But when he's had success against the Jets, he had much better players to throw the football to. He doesn't have that here. Jets are at home. Crowd's going to be insane. Start fast. I would let Aaron Rodgers air it out early. Open things up. I think he wants to go out there, and I think he wants to send a message to the league. He's got his bearings now. He's 2 games in. Yeah, it's a short week, but I think he's ready. It almost has worked out that this is the 3rd game because I think he's shaken off a lot of the rust in the first 2. And I'm not saying there's not still rust maybe in game 3, but this is a good matchup for him. And I think they should take some chances early in this game and really open things up. I think tomorrow could be the game we see like MVP Aaron Rodgers for a lot of it. I just have that feeling. But you're the better team. You're the better team. A win's a win. But there's a way to win this game that I think sends the right message to the fan base and the rest of the league. You handle your business. Obviously, you pray for health. That's the biggest thing. How many times have the Jets won a crazy game and then they lose a star player in the process? It's been a 3-year trend now. I mean, going back to losing Brees and AVT in the same game, same quarter. But if I'm the Jets, offensively, here's how you win. Space the field. Let Rodgers get going. Plenty of Brees. Plenty of Braylon. And then defensively, I'm stopping Stevenson. I'm daring Brissett to drop back and find a way to complete passes against Sauce, Reed, Carter, Eccles. And we'll see about Reed. He's right now listed probably going to be questionable going into the game. It's going to be a true warm-up for him. If I'm the Jets, I would not play C.J. Mosley tomorrow. I'd give him the full 2 weeks essentially to get ready for Denver. You should be able to win tomorrow without C.J. Mosley. And I love C.J., but I think his long-term health is more important for this team. And I was really impressed with what Sherwood did. And Quincy, I thought when he moved over to the mic, was excellent. But there's no excuse. The Jets are the better team. They got to get this done. Could this game somehow be close in the fourth quarter? I mean, it's the NFL. You never know. But the New York Jets are the better team, a significant quarterback advantage at home. You find a way to get it done because the crowd's going to help this defense a lot. I lived it last year when they were in Josh Allen's head in that opener. I'm expecting a similar crowd tomorrow. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely insane. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. I want to thank everyone for the support. We got a big-time tailgate plan for tomorrow. Stop by L5, doing a meet and greet, take pictures with any fan who wants one. bringing some Jake Asman Show swag to give out. Make sure if you're coming to L5, you don't park at the pole. You park in the general area, though, and I'll be there starting around 5. Jersey burn is at 6:30. If you're unaware on what the burn is at L5, take a look. If you need tickets for this game, use SeatGeek. Download the app. I got a promo code that will save you $20. So if you're going to the home opener, but you're waiting to buy your tickets, I know a lot of people wait to the last second. Price typically goes down. You'll save yourself $20 if you use promo code Jake Asman at checkout on your first SeatGeek order. This also includes any Jet game, any baseball game, concert. They have it all. Shout out to SeatGeek for jumping on board this week on our channel. Also, if you're going to London this weekend, maybe even Friday if the Jets win Thursday, I will be announcing plans for the London Jets party Saturday night before the game. I teamed up with Gangrene UK, which is the largest Jet fan club in the UK, and Gotham City Crew to plan an epic night the night before Jets Vikings in London. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want the info early, it's already available on my Discord channel. So join the Patreon. If you want to get me a birthday present today, best thing to do to support me, join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. You'll get a bonus show from yesterday. You'll get another one later today. You also will get discounts on all merch items like the hat I'm wearing, the polo I'm wearing. 15% off all items there. Name in the intro, Discord access, all that and more. Check it out. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. One more cut from Rodgers before we open it up. Some of your calls. We get to some of your super chats. All super chats go to the Jake Asman alcohol fund on my birthday today. So thank you to everyone for the great support. I wanted to play this from Rodgers. This was Aaron being asked about his return to MetLife for the first time since, well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel good about it. It's been a long time since I took the field at Jet Life, so be a lot of emotions for sure. But we're thankfully already into the third game of the season. Played 2 full games. Body feels good. So, well, as good as it can on a short week. Yeah, it'll be fun to be out there with the crowd. And night games, I love night games, so excited about it. Not, no one's real crazy about Thursday games, but everybody loves the weekend after the Thursday games.
No doubt. 10 days to then get ready for a rookie quarterback in your building. It's all there for the Jets. 3-1 going to London is right there. They got to handle their business. They're not good enough to assume they can beat anyone, especially this team. So the Patriots. And I think it's big, by the way, the Jets did beat them in January. All this week, there's been not one mention of the fact the Patriots have owned the Jets. Want to know why? Because there's not a 15-game losing streak going into this one. That's a big deal. One less distraction to deal with, less pressure to put on the players. That's why for everyone who said, oh, we can't beat New England, we need a better draft pick. Nah. I wanted to stick it to Belichick, which they did. Oh, but Jake, they're not going to be able to get Alt or Fashanu. Oh, wait, they did. Remember that? Oh, that was the worst week of discourse ever. But anyway, if you're the Jets, you got to win this game. Simple. You're the better team. There's a reason why you're a 7-point favorite. You have Aaron Rodgers. They don't. They had 3 completions to a receiver last week. You have the best secondary, best corners in the NFL. Stop the run, score early, get a lead, win the game. That's it. That's it. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Why don't we give a huge shout out to Brazil Jets, a 20 membership boom shot, baby. Let's go. How about it from Brazil Jets? A 20 spot. You know what that means. Time to get my umbrella.
Now, give me money. Or I shoot him. And I shoot all you motherfuckers. And then we take it. Your choice, bitches.
Here we go. It is raining on my birthday. Reigning memberships, 615 Jet Fan, Fab5 Freddy, Maurice Morales, HL Thunter, Big Will, Motivated T, 13 John LG, Franklin Fung, Dan Philcox, Monica Alacron, LX Jet Fan, Jets Johnny, Justin79, Ricky NY, shout out to you, Ricky, Nitty, Motivational Means Media, Doan Syndrome, Smoky Cat 9 Lives, Doug Hurst, Fungus Mungus 9. You are all officially channel members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To those saying bad luck, you're wrong. I've been doing this since 1998. All right. No such thing as bad luck when your family owns an umbrella company. Anyway, hit the like button if you're tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you to everyone, by the way. This happened live on the air yesterday. We hit 38,000 subs during our second stream yesterday. So thank you guys for your support. Next stop, 39, then 40. Felix says, happy birthday, Jake. Thank you, Felix. Dan with a super chat. I think facing multiple good defenses in 11 days is helping us fine-tune our offense quickly. Happy birthday, Jake. Jets, Jets. I agree. I think it's actually better now the way it's worked out because Rodgers has shown rust the first 2 weeks. Now he gets to come back home. I think he's less jittery now, a little less rusty. The opponent's not as good. That helps. I think they're in a good spot. Mike D's Nuts says, happy birthday, Jake. Thank you, Mike. Hold on. Any chance I get to play a Mike D's Nuts drop, especially on my birthday, I'm going to do it.
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
Oh, you bet your ass it is, Leany. Felix says, I agree, Jake. Stack the box, force the Patriots to throw the ball. We need to switch it up. Let's throw the ball first to open the run. Yeah, I mean, you've shown some tendencies the first 2 weeks. Now switch it up on them. Right? I'm 100% with you. And I think Aaron's ready for it. He even made note that once he had a great quote, right? If you caught it. He said it would be a boondoggle to keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. I think that means they're going to throw it tomorrow. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a big night. You know, I think he's still going to obviously rely on Brees and Braylon Allen. They're going to try and run the ball, but you could use the run as a decoy. Throw it. You know, Garrett Wilson's going to have a tough matchup with Christian Gonzalez. I understand that, but still, he's good enough to get open. He just beat L'Jarius Sneed with the game on the line last week. I say last week. It was 3 days ago. Can't believe this game's tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's raining again. Felix, a 20 spot of channel membership.
Felix Campos, he wonderful, wonderful guy. He gives a lot of gift memberships and loves the Jake Asman Show.
Take the money.
Oh, here we go. 20 more names to read off, courtesy of the incomparable Felix Campos. All right, here we go. FPP, Infrared, Brandon McNeely, Michael Estrada, TJ, Seabull, Jet It Out, Steve K, Paul Bruno, Cassandra Future, Hector NYC, Mike F, So Dak Jets, AJ, Benji, Bronx Animal, Jorge Galvez, Aaron Daniels, DeRoyd, Billy McCain. You are all channel members. Let's go. That's 40 already, and we just started the show. How many are we getting on the day before Jets Patriots, a.k.a. the Jake Asman birthday? I like it this way, by the way. People are like, what are you doing for your birthday? I'm like, I'm going to the Jet game. Fireman Ed's birthday is tomorrow. That's a birthday right there. 65 years old. TGB says, happy birthday, Jake. Let's get the W. Amen. Keith writes in, where the Henny at? Happy B-Day. Oh, the Henny's, it's flowing. I have it. I'm just not ready for it at 11:08. But I could be convinced. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Appreciate everyone once again tuning in. Gusbuster Hotline is open. The link is pinned into the comments. We hit on Rodgers' comments about starting fast if you're just tuning in. I think that could mean we see this team throw the football down the field a lot more starting tomorrow night. Super chat from Nate, who writes in, happy birthday, Jake. Hope your present is a Jets defense masterclass. Brees shredding them for 115 and a touchdown. Garrett mossing a TD over Gonzalez. Sign me up. Sign me up. Oscar writes in, Jake, whatever happened to that kid who called in with the dog flexing the money? I wish I knew. He called in once and was never seen from again. That was a wild one, though. And then Gator got me with a remake of that same call. Crazy. Once again, thanks to everyone in the chat for the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. Let's get to some calls now, shall we? Gusbuster Umbrella hotline is open. Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce this first caller, I simply must play this. The Neil Shuffle.
First, want to say happy birthday. Many, many more. Let's get a W for your birthday tomorrow. I officially, Rob's birthday's on the weekend. So he was very happy that you sacrificed your ticket so he could come. He's going to come on the show and get excited. The only negative I have about him is I told him I would prefer if he was like 4 feet narrower, and I would prefer he had your body and we could put him in the seat because Michael's very stout. My son's like wide. Then poor Neil is going to be stuck in between Rob and Michael because I'm not. But we'll be standing the whole time anyway, so it really doesn't matter, right, Jake? We're pretty much standing the whole time.
I'll tell the story for the audience. I want to thank an Asmaniac in particular. So I got a DM today from someone who I've known for a while, the great John Lyons, who had a couple extra tickets. So I texted Neil. I go, hey, I know you were taking me to the game, but one, I'm concerned about us being a jinx and God forbid something happening to Rodgers again if we sit together. And two, I was like, I know Rob, I had a feeling wanted to go. His birthday was coming up. So John's only request was get him in the hands of a diehard Jet fan. So I was like, let me work with Neil on this. So we got Rob from Glenhead now sitting with Neil, and I'm going to the game with one of my good friends who's a diehard Jet fan. So I'm excited about that.
Not to mention, we take a little stank off that, I had it in the back of my mind, Chick. I said, I want to sit with you. We should run it back and everything, but we don't want to run that night back at all.
No. We
want a different result. So I think it's a blessing that we're going to be in. You know what I mean, Jay? I know that
we're doing our part. We're doing our part.
Right. I it just didn't feel right. I just said, we'll have some fun at L5 and then we'll get ready to do battle. We're going to go into the Coliseum. It's like going into the Roman Coliseum to see the gladiators take charge. And our offensive line is going to blast New England off the ball. And we are going to run. Hey, my son said that Brees has a little injury or what? What's going on with that?
He's fine. I mean, he had a quadriceps injury. I mean, you saw when he suffered it in the game, they took him out. He missed more plays than he had all season.
Right. And to me, seemed a little bit slower, like, right, Jake? I mean, he didn't seem to have unless Brandon Allen just looks quick. Because when Brandon Allen hit that hole, he looked really fast. And Brees to me seemed a little more, you know what I mean? He seemed to step off, maybe. I mean, that could be something to think about. But look, we're gonna blast these guys into outer space tonight. I mean, this is going to be our coming out party. I just have a good feeling. I don't want to say anything. I have a good feeling. When I say good feeling, I want to be on my way home in mid-fourth quarter and get into the post game. You're doing the post game at what time, you think?
As soon as I get home, so it's going to be a late one.
Hey, I'm saying, I want an early post. Let's have a post game at 11 p.m. because we're getting home at the end of the third quarter. We're going to hit the road and beat the traffic.
That's nuts. What I want, You're not. You're staying for the whole thing.
What's that?
You're staying for the whole thing. It's going to be a party if they're up big like you think.
Yeah. If they're up big, I like to get home and get ready for the post game and get myself ready. Look, this is it, man. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. God, it's been so long to wait for this. On your birthday, tomorrow, we'll take it into your birthday. You guys, you young guys, they do birthday weekends. You know, you guys do like this extended birthdays, not like us. Me, I want my birthday never to come, but you know, because I'm up there. But
I'm not a birthday guy, Neil. I'm with you, man. That's why the only thing I care about is just winning tomorrow. That's it.
Really? Who gives a shit? Birthdays, no big deal. Let's get it on. Rob is extremely excited, and we're gonna go off. We're gonna go off tomorrow.
Let's go.
So,
I'm looking forward to you and V-Man meeting each
jersey.
other.
What'd you wear last year to the
Don't
opening?
worry. I will not be wearing my white Aaron Rodgers jersey.
Change the ensemble. The ensembles has to be changed. Everything has to be changed. And now we'll really put an exclamation point on it by changing locales. Just today, just for tomorrow. Let's get the juju all right for tomorrow.
Let's go, Neil. Let's go. I will see you tomorrow, which feels tremendous to say. Let's go, baby.
These goddamn exploding cigars. I gotta go, Jake. I'll call back later. Shit.
The Neil and V-Man photo of them smoking a cigar together is going to be incredible. That will first be seen in the Discord when it happens. I will post that as quickly as I can. Oh, it's going to be great. I can't wait. How's the weather looking tomorrow? Earlier in the week, it looked pretty good. We still feeling good? Thursday, I don't see rain. Hold on. Let's confirm. I want to go as specific as we can. East Rutherford. No rain in the forecast. 81 degrees during the day, 64 at night. Just says cloudy. As long as it doesn't rain. How many games the last 2 years have Jet fans been at where there's been rain? It's been terrible. K-Jack, does Aaron throw for over 300 tomorrow? I think there's a scenario where he does. I also think he's on pace to do it, and they're up and they start running the ball, or they take him out like they did in week 1. I hope he does it because I think it's a silly thing. Oh, he hasn't thrown for 300 yards since in how many? It's like he doesn't need to. How about this team? How about the running game they have and the defense they still have, even with the injuries and no Reddick? Phil checks in with a super chat. Happy birthday, Jake. What's the first play tomorrow? Run up the middle for a yard as usual or something different? Phil, I think it's going to be a straight pass play. I think they're going to come out and Aaron's going to look for Garrett. And if Garrett's not there, I think they're going to go to Conklin or Brees. I think the first play tomorrow is a pass. They're going to switch it up. See you in London. I will see you in London, Phil. Phil, I think you're on the Discord, right? So you saw the info I posted about London. I'm excited. I actually officially booked my flight this morning. Took a while, but we're all situated. I also will share this. I've been asked a lot about T-Squared when the next watch party will be. It is now officially official. The next 2 Jake Asman watch parties will be the Steelers game on October 20th. That's a Sunday night football game, so I'm expecting T-Squared to be absolutely insane like it was for Monday night. And then the following week against the Patriots in New England, it's a 1 o'clock game. So that's October 20th against Pittsburgh, and then October 27th against New England. Put both dates in your calendar, Jet fans. Those are the next 2 watch parties. Tenacious writes in, happy birthday, Jake. Thanks for sharing your gifts with us. Thank you, Tenacious. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. If you're watching live right now, hit the like button. We're up to 487 people watching live, but only 179 likes. Let's get over 200 right now. Thumbs up. Gilbert says a Jets win makes the perfect birthday gift. It's the only thing I care about. Literally, I'm not a birthday guy. So I just need a Jet win tomorrow. That's it. Just like all of you. A Jet win and a fun post-game show after. Also want to share this. We're doing a New Jersey event Friday night, and all the Asmaniacs are invited. Joe Beningo will be joining me Friday morning in his normal spot after every Jet game, 10 a.m. Friday, And then I'm joining Joe's podcast Friday night live from the Hackensack Brewing Company in Hackensack, New Jersey. 7:30, we start the pod. I'll be there around 7. Joe and I will take pictures with everyone who's there. I'm bringing some Asmaniac merch to give away. There'll be other giveaways there. You could drink Joe's official beer, the Oh the Pain beer. It will be there. And we're going to chop it up, talk Jets. Hopefully, I really need the Jets to win for obvious reasons, but I don't know if I could do a live show with Joe after a Jet loss to the Patriots. I don't know if Joe's going to be able to do it. He'll be so angry. So Joe and I, Friday night, free event for those who want to come out and spend a Friday night, hopefully a victory Friday night with everyone. Let's get to more calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy will be at the Jet home opener tomorrow. We say hello to Petey. What's up, Petey?
Hey, Jake, can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you, Petey.
What's up? Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, Jake, I don't care how we win. We're just looking, I don't care if it's by 1 point. I just want to win. The crowd's going to be insane. I spoke to Fireman Ed yesterday on the side. Looking forward to it. I think it has a chance to be as loud, if not louder, than the Buffalo game last year and the New England home opener in 2009. I know it's different stadiums, but just get a win tomorrow, Jake. I don't care how you do it. Just get a win. Hope everything's well on your end, buddy.
Petey, you not wearing the headband, though, for this call is throwing me off.
I could put the hoodie on, but then I kind of don't, Jake, I got to be honest. I wasn't a big fan I didn't care about the rebranding as much in the offseason because I was like, I just want to win. But now I don't even like wearing it. The new logo is just, it's flames everywhere, man.
It is just so much better than what they had. It's just, it was a no-brainer. Like, literally, they went from having one of the worst uniforms and logos to, I think, one of the best. Like, even, like, the logo behind you, right? They're the New York Jets. So why do we need an oval with a football? We know they're a football team. Like, the fact that your name is the Jets and you didn't have anything in your logo with a fighter jet in it, like, you're the Jets. It's one of the coolest names you can have in sports. A jet.
Finally, they did it right, Jake.
Amen,
I'll be there early tomorrow. I'll see you there. Hopefully, I'll stop by and say what's up, all right?
100%. When's your next spaces that you do?
Well, I do one every Monday to Friday from 8 to 10 a.m., if you don't mind me saying. If people can subscribe to Jets Commute on YouTube, because we're streaming live on YouTube. So Jake comes on usually once a month on our space, but if you could subscribe to Jets Commute on YouTube, I would really appreciate that. And thanks, Jake.
There you go, Petey. I'll talk to you tomorrow, all right?
You got it.
See you at the game. Petey Pablo, one of the greats. All right, a couple more super chats here. We'll get back to the calls. Dre says, happy birthday, Jake. Thank you, Dre. Will there be birthday cake at L5? If there is, it's not mine. I appreciate it, though, man. I appreciate it. There'll be, you know what there'll be at L5? Lot of Jet chants. Lot of passion. All right. You know what you know what will also be at L5? All right. A who's who of Asmaniacs showing up and showing out, including this guy.
V-Man is here. How we feeling?
Hi, is it tight? Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños, cumpleaños, cumpleaños feliz. Happy birthday, Jake.
Thank you, V-Man. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see you and Neil tomorrow. And I like everyone look at V-Man's pin on his jacket there on the right. I recognize that thing.
Yeah, I got it. My mom just shouted happy birthday.
Thank you, V-Mom.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Yeah, you can see I got a new pin too. Yeah, I completed all the pins on my jacket right now.
You look good. I like it.
And I got this pin, got this. Hector's probably gonna be pissed about this one. I don't know. Is he commenting in the chat right now? Because he only seems to comment in the chat when I come on camera.
Yeah, he is. But why do you care about Hector? Who cares?
So what did he say?
He said, "Oh God, this bum."
Hector, do you even know what this? I want to see Hector. You know what this pin is? I just want to see if he knows. Let's see if he knows. If he comments on it. But we'll get to the football stuff. I'm looking forward to this game, Jake. And I guess the rum will serve as your birthday gift.
Man, the only gift I need is a Jet win, but I appreciate all you do.
That'll be fun. Like I said, everybody at the L5, tailgate. I'm bringing a full bottle of Ron de Barlito, Puerto Rico's artisanal handcrafted rum since the 1880s.
Okay.
And obviously Jake will get the first shot, but anybody who's around there will be able to hopefully get a shot. First come, first serve. So if you want to taste like some high-end rum, you got to get there early.
Hector wrote in, "No, I don't, you bum."
Okay, so you're calling me the fake Puerto Rican, and you don't know what this is. So I know what that is, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay.
But yeah, the Jets need to get – honestly, this is a game you got to win right now. Like, this is a Patriots team that's in transition. And look, you're not facing a mobile quarterback. You're facing Jacoby Brissett. And has he played well against the Jets? But who's he throwing to? He's got nothing. I mean, it's a scrappy Patriots team, but you have the talent. You got to go in there and remind them where they belong. Remind them that your days at the top are done, Patriots. You're in the basement. Accept it, because everyone else has moved behind you. And you got to accept the fact that you're in the basement right now. And we got to send them that message. We got to send that message that you don't bully us anymore. We bully you. That's the way it is now.
Yeah.
Suck it up and like it.
Look, I think there's a thought that this game will be more tough because New England's been in their first two games. But, I mean, the Jets still have a significant talent advantage, significant quarterback advantage, and they're at home. And if you look at the history of Thursday Night Football, the home team is a significant favorite in those games. It's just it's hard to travel, even if it's a short travel from, Foxborough to, East Rutherford. But you're still traveling, and the Jets have the friendly confines of their own home, and they're
gonna have a crowd that's jam-packed full of Jets fans. Maybe the Patriots will show up a bit more because they've gone out to maybe I don't know if they're gonna really show up because they know that their team really isn't that good. Maybe they got a little scrap. Do you think not like in the days of old where Patriots fans would show up to just dunk on Jets fans, as we would be humiliated time and time again. They know where their team is. So I don't think you're not going to see a significant portion of Patriots fans in the crowd.
No, this will be like last year. I mean, the Bills usually travel well too when they play the Jets, and you won't see that tomorrow. This will be mostly Jet fans there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm glad the weather cleared up. I just looked at the last reports, 15% chance of precipitation. So I'm just glad it quickly cleared up. I can deal with the clouds. I can deal with a little cloudy, but thank God it's not going to be rainy.
V-Man, you're one of a kind, my friend. I will see you tomorrow, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. Curly already put in the chat that he's picking me up.
Oh, that's right. So Curly Norman is picking you up and taking you to this game.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I look forward to hearing the stories.
All right. Peace.
You got it.
That's the end of that V-Man call. Now he can go back to sleeping.
Amazing. Brazilian Jet was on the line and his call cut out. So Brazil Jets, if you call back in, I'll bump you to the front because I appreciate the $20 gift splurge earlier. That was awesome. Dorothy just became an Asmaniac. Love it. Thank you, Dorothy. Did it the old-fashioned way. Who's the next person to gift some channel memberships? We're up 42 this show. 40 of which have been gifted. Or 41 have been gifted. How about this one from Will M? I don't know who got it because the chat's exploding. But Will, I want to thank you, my man. You're an incredible talent with your singing, songwriting, rapping skills. Appreciate you gifting a channel membership. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. We're at 500 people watching live, 230 likes. Let's get that number up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We hit 38,000 yesterday. Next stop, 39, then 40, then 1 million. The 411, shout out to VR. He says, happy birthday, Jake. Enjoy the day. Thank you, VR. You're the best. Curly says, I will have V-Man in tow for tomorrow night. Is it in tow or in tow? I don't know how to say it. But anyway, Curly, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear the stories of your ride with V-Man. You got to call in and let us know what you two discussed. What do you talk about in a car ride with V-Man to a game? Devin checks in. Happy birthday, Jake. May you be blessed to see many more. Thank you, Devin. Shout out to you, Elizabeth, the whole fam. Craig in Australia, a.k.a. Craig in Midtown. Bang! Smashing a lobster roll on Broadway and 41st, listening to the great man on his birthday and on the way to meet Tom Ace. Doesn't get any better. I love it. I got the best text from Craig this morning asking if I could connect him with the Tom Ace. And I said, absolutely. Tom Ace, who had a birthday yesterday. Love that. Dre says, obviously, Jake prefers Hennessy to rum. I'll be bringing a bottle of Henny for you, Jake. Travel size. Dre, you're the man. I can't wait for Dre to go wild at this tailgate. Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph Freeman says, happy birthday, Jake. My daughter Alexis's birthday as well. Joseph, happy birthday to your daughter Alexis. Orb says, happy birthday. Thank you, Orb. Little Red Jet, happy birthday, Jake. Thank you, Little Red Jet. More of your calls right now. Let's check in with someone who will be at Jet Life tomorrow night. He's probably one of the more optimistic fans that calls this show. We say hello to JJ. Hey, JJ.
Mr. Jacob Matthew Asman, I would like to wish you happy birthday. I don't know if that's your full name or not, but I was assuming.
JJ, I want to thank you for the call. My wish on my birthday is for you to have either a better phone or better internet when you call. There's no one heard any of that. Incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Gresham has gifted a membership. I see who got this. It went to John. John, you're a channel member. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. Let's say hello to Doug in the living room today. Hey, Doug.
Hey, doing, Jake. Happy birthday, first of all.
Thank you, Doug.
I wish I could be at the game tomorrow night, but unfortunately, too hard to get to living in Massachusetts. So I got to wait till the Jets play the Patriots here, and I'll go to that one. And then I'll watch all the Patriots fans cry when we can decapitate them in the Meadowland. Sorry. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So, but I'm pumped for the game. Vibes are high. If I was the Jets, I wouldn't risk playing CJ and DJ Reed tomorrow. Like you saw, they can play fine without him, and give them that mini bye. I think I know it's controversial. I love CJ Mosley. His football IQ is unmatched, but I thought with our defense looked so much faster when he was out, and you can tell he's lost a step. It sucks, but you can just tell he's lost a step. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good game tomorrow night. It's going to be closer than people want, but as long as we win, like you said it many times, like everyone says, you don't get style points. You just got to get the wins, stack the wins. You see teams like the Ravens right now, the Bengals. You don't want to get to 0-2 because, really, if you think about it, if the Ravens or Bengals lose this week, 0-3s are really hard to climb out of. So you just keep stacking those wins. You put yourself in a good position on being a place where that Bills game, the first Monday night game, you guys are playing for first place at that point. And then I think with Tua being out forever, how long he is, the Dolphins are kind of out of it. So you hope that week 17 game against the Bills, that game's right there. We'll probably get flexed into a Sunday night game, and that'll be decided for the division.
It could. I mean, it's set up that way. I mean, look, for the Jets to win the division, I think most of us felt like they had to be 4-2, and we assumed 2 of those wins were against the team you play tomorrow night. So you got to get it done.
I do think now there's a better chance that you could sweep the Dolphins, though, as well.
For sure. But
they're still a tough team, but there's definitely a better chance. Again, we don't play them until December, but Tua could be back, but also we have no idea what he's going to look like when he comes back, if he comes back. So there's a lot of questions, but it'll be interesting. Yeah, but like I said, I would rest CJ, just give him the extra 10 days. DJ Reed, if he's not fully ready yet. I think the only one that plays that they said has been in the injury report is Michael Carter because he's been pushing through it so far all season. So if CJ and DJ, I would just be like, you know what? Let's not risk it.
I think DJ plays, CJ's out. That's my prediction.
Fair enough. But I would be more surprised if CJ plays the way they've been talking.
I just don't think you want to play him when he's an older player to begin with. Give him the full 2 weeks and let him get ready for Denver. That's how I would look at it.
And like Aaron Rodgers even said it on McAfee yesterday, the 3 games in 11 days is a brutal stretch to start the year. So you just want to give the guys who are a little banged up extra time to get healthy. Let them enjoy the weekend off, and then just focus on a dog shit Denver team. Sorry for my language, but Denver is really, 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 really bad.
Yeah, and you get them in your building with 2 weeks to prepare for them, Doug. So 100%, good call. All right, JJ has messaged me that he has fixed whatever the problem was. I probably don't believe him, but I'll give him one more shot. Hello, JJ.
How we looking? How we sounding? Is the
All
problem
right.
fixed?
I think I'm not willing to declare it just yet, but go ahead.
Mr. Jacob Matthew Asman. I don't know if that's your full name, but happy birthday, my friend. Hope
It
you
is not,
enjoy
but
it.
thank
How
you.
old are you turning?
37.
25?
What?
37. God. No, I'm kidding.
I made that up. Go
All right,
ahead.
so real quick. Oh, okay. Real quick. Oh, I forgot to mention, I don't know how you were able to decipher what song was playing in the background when I called in from Nashville the other day, because I went back and watched it and I was like, how could he tell? It was chaotic. That was a sight to see. It was
What was
awesome
playing? I don't
for
remember.
it was a Bruce Springsteen song. I can't remember which one, but you hit it on the head, like you hit it right on the head. So that was awesome. The Jets fans were out and about. I couldn't believe it. I've been to Nashville a couple of times, and I went to a couple of Titans games, and I've never seen an opposing team because I actually went a couple years back when the Cincinnati Bengals played the Titans. Don't ask me why, but I happened to go to that game, and there was a lot of Bengals fans that day, but they didn't take over Nashville the way the Jets did. So that was awesome. So I still believe in this fan base, even though we can be a little bit delusional, but we know how to show up. I'm just hoping, and I know for a fact we're going to show up tomorrow because I'm tired of going to MetLife and other teams doing that to us. Like, so we're going to be out and about tomorrow. I'm excited for the game. I'm fully confident that we're going to win. I don't believe in Robert Saleh as a head coach, but I mean, we got Aaron Rodgers, so let's see what happens. Now, first question for you: Who is more important to us right now, Hassan Reddick or Joe Douglas? Because that was the weirdest question that I ever heard in my life from Gary. At the end of the day, and I'm being hypothetical when I'm asking you that question, but at the end of the day, I mean, we need both of them. So I don't understand why there's this like blame game going wrong. Like, is it Hassan Reddick's fault or is it Joe Douglas' fault? At the end of the day, like, I want to see them both be adults and just get the deal done. So what are your thoughts on that? Like, why can't they just both, give in a little bit and come to a compromise?
JJ, thank you for the call. And despite the fact it looked funny how you had to make it, we actually heard most of what you said. Brian J says JJ using 2 soup cans and some string to call in. It worked. Look, Joe Douglas is more important because it's not just the Reddick decision he has to make. He's also potentially going to have to add other players at the trade deadline. There's some contractual stuff coming up. But Reddick is really important too. And I agree with the idea that why can't they just come up with some sort of way to get Reddick in the building? I mean, I'd be calling his agent every day if I'm Joe, trying to come up with different proposals that might work. Even if you're not getting anywhere, at least you're talking. Like, we don't know if they're even talking, how often they're even talking. So I don't know. I feel like we're at a point now, though, where, like, we keep looking for, like, certain deadlines to trigger things. I feel like we're at another, like, quasi-deadline coming up here. Because think about it. If you don't get a deal done now, then you have basically a mini bye, and then he's not going to play in the Denver game. And then he's going to need a couple games to get acclimated before he's the Hassan Reddick you thought you were acquiring. Before you know it, you're already halfway through the season. You have no idea if the guy can still play. So they got to work something out, and it would make sense to get it done now, right? Get it done now, and he could play next week against Denver. I mean, the whole thing has never made any sense. Reddick's approach, I think, has been beyond stupid, so I don't know. Couple super chats here. Pittsburgh Mike using his Asmaniac one. When you become a member, you get a free one every month. Happy birthday, Jake. Pumped to see you at L5. I'm taking RSVPs, the shotgun beers. So look out for me. I'll be repping the number 8 jersey and the Huga House hat. Nicely done, Mike. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. By the way, Huga House, if you want the Rodgers-themed hats, they still have some available, I was told. Not many, but some. Promo code Asman at checkout to get it. It's that easy. The year 20 Aaron Rodgers hat from Huga House. Still available, but you got to use code Asman at checkout in order to get it. Paul says, happy birthday, Jake. Thanks for all your content. Thank you, Paul. Ron says, happy birthday, brother. Go Jets. Thank you, Ron. All right, we're going international for our next call. Ladies and gentlemen, Amsterdam Jet fan is next. What's up, my friend?
Hey, happy birthday, Jake. Can you hear me?
I hear you, Rick. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Also, fellow September birthday over here. Mine was the 11th, and last year was a little bit of a different party. So let's hope that tomorrow's is going to be completely the opposite, at least in terms of vibe. Maybe not in result, obviously.
Well, happy belated to you.
But yeah, no, thanks. I kind of used the Titans win as my birthday present, so that's fine. That's all good. I call in sometimes, and I hope to meet you in London actually for the first time, because you're there, right?
I'm going to be there.
Obviously, yeah.
Rick, are you on my Discord? Are you a Patreon member?
Yeah. I looked it up. That's how I found out there's this event on the Saturday night, so I just signed up for that.
Cool.
So I'll see you guys there. But do you know offhand like who from the community is all there already?
It's a good question. I know. I'll have more this week. I'm still trying to figure all that out. I've never been to London before, so this has been like an adventure for me to figure all this stuff out.
Well, welcome to Europe. It'll be a blast. Or actually, they're not Europe anymore, but that's a whole nother story. I just wanted to call in because I've been around a couple more decades than you guys have, and watching the Fialco film breakdown, was it yesterday? That really got me going because what I thought I saw on Sunday was obviously proved in that video. We have never seen anything like this in the entire Jet history, to be honest. I mean, I certainly have. I have not. I was born after Namath and the Super Bowl, so we have somebody on the roster now that's better than anything we've ever seen. A 40-year-old Rodgers is better than Richard Todd, Ken O'Brien, Vinny Testaverde, Chad Pennington, Mark Sanchez, and Sam Darnold, and even the flash in the pan Fitzpatrick were turnover machines. But Vinny threw a lot of picks. Chad couldn't throw beyond 20 yards. Aaron is like the flip of both of those things. He doesn't throw picks, and he's got an amazing long ball too. So, that is what makes me just so giddy about this year. It's just we have never seen this before, and it also means we don't know how to react to it.
Right?
Like the fourth quarter, I'm sitting there like you've said all this in your shows this week. I'm like, I feel confident we're going to win this game, and lo and behold, he goes down the field with those 5 for 5 on the fourth down, and even in the first game, I'm watching. I don't get to watch the night games in Amsterdam because of the time difference. So I wake up early and watch them, and I'm sitting there by myself in my living room. And after that first touchdown drive, I basically it's like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, that's what competent football looks like. I'm like to myself, after 40 plus years of, 45 years now of being a fan. It's unbelievable. So for those who have only been around for the last 20 or 30 years, it's also for the older fans. This is amazing, and I can't wait.
Yeah, and 100%, Rick. And what's crazy too? I don't think, I think the offense has barely scratched the surface of what they could be.
Oh, totally.
I think Aaron is still shaking off rust in real time, and he's only going to get better.
Oh, dude, the little finger point, that was also amazing. Just to have the heads up to tell Braylon we're going the other way this time.
Crazy.
I mean, amazing. I can't even think of going from Zach to that is like mind blowing. But anyway, the JD versus Reddick, I just wanted to touch on for a little bit because I was thinking about this morning. Like, I wonder why Reddick doesn't even want to talk, because that's what it seems like. He doesn't does he lose leverage if he just shows up to have the conversation about the contract? Is that in some way does he have a lesser position just for showing up to talk? I doubt it.
Would argue we could talk on the phone,
and then go back home. It's like, I don't
Rick,
understand that part of it. Like, go and have the conversation.
I agree. they would say, we'll do it on Zoom, we'll do it on the phone. We're not showing up
Whatever.
till we get paid. And the whole thing is stupid. And the Jets stance on we won't negotiate till he shows up. Like, can you meet in the middle? Can you go to the Roscoe Diner and cut a deal?
Yeah, but you can't tell somebody who's like, I'm not coming to work until you pay me. Like, that doesn't work that way. In the world, it doesn't work that way. So I don't understand I don't understand why he feels like he would lose any kind of, I guess, ego, maybe face. Maybe that's it. He loses face or something if he doesn't show up. I don't get it. And the one last thing I wanted to ask you was about the Huff thing, because he's obviously now hasn't performed yet. And one thing I thought about the other day was we give JD criticism for not getting the deal done earlier, but I think back to, like, what if he had tried to get that deal done after year 3, right? Huff had not produced yet. He didn't have those numbers until his 4th year. So what would that even have been like? I mean, that wouldn't have been a big contract because he wouldn't have had the numbers to support that. Would he even have signed an extension at that point? He might not have. He might have said, you know what? No, I'm going to bet on myself. Or I kind of think, like, I wonder if that deal could even have happened at that time, because it wouldn't have been a big contract. He didn't have the numbers. Yes, we would have extended somebody we hoped would break out, but he hadn't yet. So it's like maybe that wasn't really that realistic of a situation to begin with.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
Great call, Rick. Here's the thing, though. You saw the signs were there. Like, his pressure percentage was one of the best in the league. He just wasn't getting a lot of time because they had Carl Lawson, who they signed to a big free agent deal, and he was playing. So it was a little different. Once they drafted McDonald, that really was the end for Huff. They probably could have got Huff for around $10 million a year if they signed him. They didn't want to do it. And the time to sign him was then at the deadline, at the Jet bye week after the Eagle win when they were 3-3. And then they beat the Giants. They were 4-3 coming out of the bye. That was the time to get a deal done. Once that happened, it was like, I tried to hold on to some hope, but he was gone. Would he have taken it? I mean, he's a UDFA getting a chance to get guaranteed millions of dollars. He might have. He might have wanted the security, right? Michael Carter signed early. Now they made him the highest paid nickel, so it's a little different, right? He was more established than Huff, but still, you do see guys sometimes take maybe less than what they could get if they wait till they're a free agent, because it's football and you're always one play away from getting hurt. So take the guaranteed security. J-Dog says, hey, Jake, me and my family are fans of the show. Just wanted to say happy birthday. We look forward to meeting you at L5. I would call in, but I'm in the middle of a college lecture, but I'll see you tomorrow. J-Dog, thanks for the birthday wishes and the kind words. Looking forward to meeting you and the fam. You're in the middle of a college lecture. Are you giving the lecture or you're receiving the lecture? That's the question. God, I don't miss college lectures. Allison Tuckwab checks in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, Allison. Let Hackett go do something else. Aaron on his own leading the team. Let Douglas run the show, in my opinion, or not. Let both run, not Hackett. Hackett is Aaron's guy, though, Allison. I don't know what Joe Douglas has to do with the offense. He's the GM. But Hackett, I thought, actually had a pretty good game on Sunday. I don't think we need the tar and feather Hackett for a week. We can relax. Hackett used Brees and Allen on the field at the same time and stuck with it. It worked. I think the next step is what I led the show with this morning. Rodgers getting this team to start fast. Mike B writes in, happy birthday, Jake. Can't wait. Can't wait for an amazing game tomorrow. Can't wait. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Mike. I'm excited as well. Mr. Reality writes in. He's back from the hole after yesterday. Bowers leads all tight ends in total yards. We really passed up Aaron Hernandez 2.0. So Brock Bowers is going to murder 2 people? Is that what we're saying? No one disputed that Bowers was a good prospect and has a chance to be a really good tight end. It just didn't fit what the Jets needed. They needed insurance for their aging tackles when your quarterback is 40. Have you seen Rodgers' mobility? He's not running around anymore. When Aaron Rodgers has been in the pocket and had clean protection, he is graded out as the #1 quarterback in football. So you need insurance if, God forbid, someone gets hurt on the O-line, which, guess what? I hate to say it. I'm not rooting for it, but we all know that's going to happen at some point. So I'm not relitigating the Brock Bowers stuff after 2 games. And Olu is in the best situation maybe any Jet draft pick has ever walked into, if you think about it. No one's talking about him. And he's learning from a Hall of Famer. And if you noticed, every week, Tyron Smith doesn't practice on Wednesday. Veteran rest day. Olu's getting more reps than a typical backup would get with the ones. So he's in the best possible situation. And he can play right tackle. So I just don't want to hear it about Brock Bowers after 2 games. How many touchdowns does Brock Bowers have? I'll tell you, he's got 2 less than Braylon Allen.
I mean, Brock Bowers is definitely like the greatest player in the history.
Weeble. I can't do it. All right. We're not doing it. Today's Jake Asman Show is presented by my friends at Underdog. Guys, Underdog has an unbelievable special right now I want to share with you if you've never played before. So right now they're giving you great odds on Garrett Wilson and his yards for this game tomorrow. I'm going to pull it up on the screen and go through it with all you guys. But if you haven't used Underdog before, it's an awesome app, great game of skill. You could pick your favorite players and go higher or lower on their projected stats. You also could draft the fantasy team every day, regardless of sport. So if you want to do a Jet Patriot fantasy night, guess what? You can. You could draft just Jets and Pats for this game tomorrow. But I'm going to give you the Underdog pick'em that I like for this game. All right, make sure you use promo code Asman when you sign up. Right now, they're offering Garrett Wilson's discounted yardage, and they're giving it to you at 47.5 yards. So I'm going to go higher on G-Dub right here. All right, that's one of my picks. I'm also going to look for some other props I like for this Jets game. And by the way, the reason why I like this one so much, for those curious, if you look at Garrett Wilson first 2 weeks, 60 yards in week 1, 57 last week. I don't think he scratched the surface on what he could do. So I think getting him at 47 is basically a really good pick. Maybe free money, dare I say. The other pick I like here. All right. I'm looking around here. You got to pick at least one Patriot. I really like, when I was going through this earlier, higher on Hunter Henry's receptions, because who else is catching passes for New England? Right? Hunter Henry had 13 targets last week. They don't have receivers. So I'm just going to do a quick one here. I'm going to take Garrett Wilson's higher yardage because it's a freebie. Not a freebie, but it's a discounted rate. And I'm going to take Hunter Henry's receptions. I think he has at least 4. I'm going to throw $10 on it for the chance to win 31. Boom. Place my pick. I'm locked in. You could make the same pick, or you could do something different over at Underdog Fantasy. In fact, I'm going to share this link right now in the chat so you guys could sign up for Underdog if you haven't done so already, either on your phone by downloading the app or on your web browser. All right. And if you're in New York, it's 18 plus. So check it out. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy for being a part of our show. Promo code Asman once again when you sign up. Ladies and gentlemen, Allison Tuckwab in the house. She writes in, happy birthday, Jake, and many more. It seems like they run better together, so that would be a mistake of what I said. The Raiders haven't been doing too well. Hopefully Adams jumps. Well, to be fair to the Raiders, Allison, and first off, thank you for the birthday wishes. I was shocked they beat the Ravens, but I still don't think they're a great team. I do like some of the things Hackett did on Sunday, though. Hopefully he could put together more games like that. Obviously, Aaron's the key to any of this, but I want to see more. I mean, look, here's the thing. We know what Hackett is, but Aaron's cool with it. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Someone says the Ravens might be overrated. ESPN did a segment this morning. Are the Ravens going to start 0-5? Have you seen their schedule? Now, I think they won't. They'll find a way to win a couple of these games here. They play the Cowboys this week. I think they got the Texans and the Bengals. That's why it's like you don't want to start 0-2. Then it starts to spiral. That's your fear. Right? You got your win last week. You're 1-1. Win tomorrow night against a team you're better than. You're 2-1 for the first time since 2015. We are 6 likes away from 300. So if you're watching the show on my birthday here, click the like button. All super chats go to the Jake Asman birthday fund today, a.k.a. a nice cocktail and steak, or maybe Chipotle. We'll see. I got big plans tomorrow. Terrell, super chat. Happy birthday, Jake. Many more blessed ones. Thank you, Terrell. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate that. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Keep loading up your calls. Reminder, we're presented by SeatGeek today. If you need tickets for tomorrow, code Jake Asman will get you $20 off using SeatGeek. Captain Swanson says, I want Terry Ta MCM in the draft. He is a stallion. I don't know what you're referring to. I have no clue. Not a clue. More of your calls. Let's say hello to our king. The great King Loski's next. What's up, Loski?
Jake, my brother. Jake, my brother. Happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday, my damn brother. Yes, sir. The Jake man. It's his damn birthday, baby. I'm so excited for you, Jake, because we in the prime time slot of a great Jet season, and I can't wait to get my damn hands on them Patriots. Now, let me just say a few things about this damn game. Okay, at the end of the day, I know the Patriots want to come in like they tough, like they played a couple tough opponents and all of that. That's cool. But see, at the end of the day, when it comes to the damn Jets, I know without a shadow of a doubt that we better. Okay? I know in my heart of hearts that we can put our foot on this team neck. Okay? That's all I want. All I want is for blood on tomorrow. Okay? I don't want to see nothing. And this is another thing. I don't want to have to sacrifice a player for the win. Okay? If we gotta sit CJ Mosley down, sit his ass down.
Yep.
If we gotta give Brees some rest, put him on the bench. Give him some rest. We see we got a dog in Braylon Allen. Okay? If whoever is hurt during this game, just give them some rest. Because I got the ultimate confidence that this team as a collective can put foots in their ass. Okay? I don't have no doubt. I gotta save my voice for the night because I gotta see these sucker duck fraud bums in the damn division. But hey, Jake, happy birthday, my brother. Many more to you. Hey, tomorrow it's going down. I want to see everybody turned up. I want to see them jerseys burning, and I want to see some foot up them damn Patriots ass.
Yeah. Let's go, King Loski. I love it, man. He's the best. He's the best. Thanks for the birthday wishes, everyone. I truly appreciate it. Hennessy says, Henny shots in the post game tomorrow night. You got a deal, Henny. You got a deal. Big fella. Happy birthday, Jake. See you tomorrow. Glad to see Rodgers feels the same way I do about starting fast. LFG. Amen, man. And when he says it, you actually have confidence they might be able to do it. Let's go, man. I want to slug them early, big fella. They're not built to play with when trailing. They're not. They could stay in games with their defense. Brissett's not going to turn it over. They could run the ball with Stevenson, right? They have a good kicker. Like, there's still some ingredients of the old Patriots with Belichick, but they don't have the talent. They don't have the weapons. They obviously don't have Brady. We have Aaron Rodgers. You got to win the game. Punch them in the mouth early. They're not built to come back down 2 scores. FPP, gifting a membership. Skip money, receiving the membership that was gifted. Bang! Bang! By the way, speaking of basketball and Mike Breen, See, Woj retired. The Woj bomb was that he's done. He's changing careers. He's going to be the GM at St. Bonaventure. Adrian Wojnarowski is no longer a coworker of mine. Didn't have that on my bingo card today. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. We'll continue with your calls coming up. If you're watching live right now, please, please, please hit the like button. And I can't say this enough. Get ready to bring the energy tomorrow to L5 if you're coming through before the game. BYOB, BYOF, Jersey Burn goes down at 6:30. Be there or be square. Can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what this chat needs on the eve of Jets Patriots. We need some vintage Aaron Rodgers. Here's Dan Orlovsky and Emmanuel Acho.
I get it. We got Sunday Night Football on. Can we take 30 seconds, 45 seconds to talk about this throw and this catch from Rodgers to Wilson? 7 minutes to go in the game. It's 3rd and 1. Tie ball game. They motion over. Guy follows. Aaron goes, okay, you're going to all-out pressure me. Zero blitz, meaning man-to-man, man-to-man, man-to-man. Everyone's playing man. Everyone else is blitzing. Changes the protection. He's got 4 seconds on the play clock. Changes the protection. Sends the offensive line this way. Look at Garrett. Watch Garrett off the line. Ha-ha. Ha-ha. The way he's looking, I think he's expecting like some form of corner route or something. Aaron drifts. Look at the throw by Aaron. Just fading away. Look at his body. Watch. Garrett's still peeking to the sideline. Look at. Flips his head. Immediately puts his eyes up. Dude, that's ridiculous. The throw and the catch. I know I said 30 or 45 seconds. Dude, this throw and catch is absolutely absurd. And that's on Snead, who's awesome. You know how good your freaking ball skills have to be to flip your eyes running full speed and make that catch? Absolutely absurd.
Yo, this is sick stuff right here. This might be my favorite football breakdown in the last 3 years. The reason the Jets have Super Bowl expectations isn't just because of Aaron Rodgers' right arm. It's because of Aaron Rodgers' brain. Listen to what he says.
And Brees comes over and goes, hey, throw me a go ball if there's a backer out there. I said, okay.
Okay, Brees Hall, he's out there at the number 1 position. He said, hey, Aaron Rodgers, throw me this go ball if there's a linebacker covering me. That's a linebacker, but here's what I need y'all to pay attention to. Right now, Aaron Rodgers is giving Brees Hall the signal. Y'all see his right hand? You don't. You don't see his right hand because it's as if he's picking off a fly from his jersey. That means, hey, run a fly route. I'll tell you how I know that momentarily. Now you'll see his right hand appear back into the frame. Okay, remember, I told y'all this is good. Now what you're going to see is you're going to see Aaron Rodgers give another signal. He's going to give a signal down here with this right arm on his left hand. He's not itching, y'all. He's giving signals to his receivers. Hey, run a quick out, run a quick out. You run a fly route. Aaron Rodgers has dialed up in real time this play. Now, how does your boy know that? Because when I saw these signals, I had to hit my dog, James Jones, in the facility group chat. Y'all know the facility on Fox, 10 a.m. Eastern every day. James Jones won a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. I said, hey, James, what signals is Rodgers giving there? He said, hey, picking a fly off his jersey, that's the fly route. And right here, the rubbing a hand signal, that means run these 2 stick routes. Boom, fly route. Brees Hall told him to time out. If you see me on a backer, throw it up. That's the first touchdown that Aaron Rodgers created with his mind, not necessarily just his arm. It gets better. All right, rock with me. This is so good. Peep this, peep this, peep this. You're going to see Aaron Rodgers right here give an alert signal. Alert, 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 alert. We're going to run right. Now, you see everybody right now. Alert, alert, alert. Hands to the head. Hands to the head. Hands to the head. Center, he's re-identifying the Mike linebacker. But it gets even better. I had to zoom in. Aaron Rodgers is pointing behind his back, telling Braylon Allen which way to go. We're going to make sure that this touchdown is dummy-proof. So after going alert, alert, Aaron Rodgers points behind his back and he gives him a left, telling Braylon Allen, hey, you're going to run the R right. 17-7 goes 24-7. 0-1 goes to 1-1. The game of football is brilliant if you're not just watching, but learning. Ready, break.
Pretty sick, huh? That guy plays quarterback for the Jets. Still It's pretty surreal. I mean, he hasn't even scratched the surface on what he could be. You know what's funny? Acho used to be an Aaron Rodgers hater. Now he loves him. Maybe he realizes being pro-Jet is actually a lot better. But we don't forget around here, Acho. All right? We don't forget. I remember what you said.
I'm glad to be in Asman's Shadow Realm.
Into the shadow realm you go.
Aaron Rodgers is a glutton for fame. I don't think he loves his teammates. I think he loves attention.
GFY. First word is go, and the last word is yourself.
We don't forget around here. But great breakdown by him. Got to get credit where credit's due. All right, let's do a couple more calls here on the Jake Asman Show. If you're just tuning in, you missed a lot. It's been a magical program. One we'll remember forever. Skip Money has gifted a channel membership. It went to Captain Swanson. Skip, appreciate that. Way to pay it forward. Let's say hello to another international caller. Earlier, this kind gentleman got us rolling with a $20 spending spree on memberships. We say hello to Brazil Jets, a.k.a. Karim, who joins us now. What's up, my friend?
Hey, Jay. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, my daughter gonna sing happy birthday for you in Brazil. Fala feliz aniversário com ela. Fala. Fala, G.
Feliz aniversário. Feliz aniversário.
Ai, caraca, você. Ela, she got food in her mouth. Ah. Anyway.
It's okay, man. Thank you.
Yeah, comida ela na boca. Anyway, good game the other day, huh?
Stressful, but they typically are.
Hey, man. We just need to win. That's all we need to do. You ready to start? You gonna please have a side for Ellie?
Aniversário.
Sim, fala.
Happy birthday.
Tio, você é maluco. Português.
Feliz aniversário. Feliz aniversário.
I'm maluco. Hella shy. Anyway, yeah, we just need more Braylon. More Braylon and Brees. More Braylon and Brees, a couple of G-dubs. Jake, what's going on with us with our tight end?
You know what? I think this is a week you got to start using them a little more, right? I'd like to see Tyler Conklin more involved. I will say this, Karim. Jeremy Rucker probably has a touchdown if he runs a better route on that flag.
Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, the whole practice and preseason has been all Corley and tight ends, and now we not, something just different.
Mm-hmm.
But looking forward to tonight. Hope we beat the brakes off and hope you have a great birthday.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the generous super chat and gift memberships and your daughter for singing happy birthday, Karim. You're the man. By the way, it's tomorrow night, though. Don't get confused. I don't want you to turn it on TV, be like, where's the Jet game? Tomorrow night. Now, I spent 6 weeks in Brazil when the Olympics were there when I worked for NBC. The time zone is an hour ahead in Rio. So that means Karim's watching the Jets at like 9:15 tomorrow night. It starts. Love it. Comments, questions, super chats, all gift memberships go to the Jake Asman Birthday Fund. You guys are the best. Thank you all. That's No Ghost says, Jake, happy birthday. How was Jerry Seinfeld? So I'm glad someone asked me about this. This was pretty sick. You always hear about this happening in New York, right? You show up to a comedy club. You never know who's going to pop in and want to do a surprise set. So I see Judd Apatow last night. Syosset's own Judd Apatow, by the way. And Judd's the headliner. Before he's coming on, they say, wait, there's a surprise guest who wants to do a set. And it was Seinfeld. And I'm like Gotham Comedy Club, so it's not like it's a big arena or stadium. So Seinfeld is just working on new material, and it was awesome. They did a little Q&A at the end. So, yeah, I could cross off seeing Jerry Seinfeld do stand-up, one of the all-time greats. So that was pretty fun. So I saw Seinfeld and Judd Apatow last night. Not bad, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good night in New York, I'd say. Nate says, my fam saw Seinfeld test a skit on the Upper West Side last year. He's so awesome. Yeah, he was great. He was really cool with everyone. He was funny, too. And then Judd came out. He's like, yeah, I let this little old comedian named Jerry come on before me. I hope that was okay with you guys. He was very funny about it. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls on a fine Wednesday program. And we're back at 4 today with Jeff Parles in his weekly spot. First, I got to read this because this is great. Jaden says, comedy. Mark Norman, pound for pound, I think is the best stand-up right now. I think it's him. I think Shane Gillis is right there. I'm a big Sam Morril fan. I love it. Let's say hello to JT, who's already at MetLife Stadium ahead of the game tomorrow. Hey, JT.
Yo, Jake, how are you doing, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
I got to get here early and camp up for a parking spot to make sure I don't miss my spot at the L5 tailgate. You know
I got you, man. I mean, look, the Jersey burn is going to be ferocious tomorrow. Get ready.
Hey, man, they offered me $15 an hour to sit here and clean up the seats, so I got to help out the Jets. You know what I mean? Get ready for tomorrow night. But, man, we are 32 hours away from the home opener, Jake. Let's go.
Yeah, baby. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I woke up, I got out of bed, and I started doing the Neil Shuffle.
Let's go. Neil's going to be at the game tomorrow too, right?
Oh, will he be at the game tomorrow? He'll be there.
Oh, man, this tailgate is going to be so fun. I might lose my voice before the damn game starts, Jake. I'm going to be going. I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas, to say the least.
If anyone still has bananas by the end of the night, we failed as fans. All right?
No,
they all got to be gone.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas.
We're going to be slipping on them like Mario Kart, man, and the peels in the parking lot. Man, but I am so ready to watch a bomb to Garrett Wilson to start off the damn game, Jake. I do think we try to catch off surprise by it with a bomb to Garrett early in the game. I had the same thought too. I just can't wait, man. I think we finally get to see us beat the Patriots at home. I've been to every single Jets home game since the last time we fucking beat the Patriots at home. And it's about damn time I get to see a win live, baby. Let's go.
JT, can't wait, man. See you tomorrow.
Jets, Jets, baby. See you tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, there it is. That's the passion, the energy we need on my birthday. Jet Patriot Eve, a.k.a. Tom says, my bananas have been lost for weeks. Me too. Me too, Tom. Happy birthday to you, Tom. I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. Tom Ace today, or yesterday, me today, Fireman Ed tomorrow. James Harrison says, the game's a 1:15 start here in the UK. Going to be a little late, but hopefully we win. James Harrison lives in the UK and is a Jet fan now? You don't like the Steelers anymore, James? I'm just kidding. That's awesome. James, I hope you're going to the Jet Viking game in London. I got a big party planned. Big party planned. Saturday night before the game. All right. There'll be tea. There'll be crumpets. Those are the only stereotypical British things I know. I'll work on it. Never been to London. Matthew writes in, Jake, first off, happy birthday. Matthew, thank you. Also, interested at all in the new Aaron Hernandez miniseries, judging from the trailer, the Jets make an appearance in it. Maybe week 2 of 2010 is covered in it. Am I interested in it? I mean, I got to be honest. I'm really not, right? Aaron Hernandez had the Netflix doc a couple years ago. I watched that. I watched the Apple Patriots Dynasty doc. They covered Aaron Hernandez for an entire episode in that 10-part doc series. I'm kind of good at Aaron Hernandez. I don't know what more I really need to know at this point. I'm sure it's going to be well done. I'm good. I see people in the chat want Carly to come to the game tomorrow. You know what's funny is I have an extra ticket now, but I'm not even going to offer it to her because she's already complaining about having to go from Long Island to Jersey. So it's not happening. Can't deal with all the complaining. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls right now. Ted is on the line, I think. I can't see him. Maybe we can hear him. Hey, Ted.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, Jake. Just doing some yard work today. Happy birthday, obviously, first and foremost. Chiefs fan, yesterday call, I think that's in the Hall of Fame of Jake Asman phone calls. I'd say it's in the top 2, in my opinion. Let me say something about the game, Jake. Since Hunter Henry is really the only really weapon, and we've seen Sauce shadow Mark Andrews occasionally. Would you want to see Sauce maybe covering him a little bit here and there? Because, I mean, Jalen Pope is a slot guy. I don't think he's a burner. Would you want to see put Sauce on Hunter Henry?
I would do it in certain spots if Henry starts making plays. I mean, he's the only threat that I think they truly have.
Yeah. I heard Salim did mention in the press conference about bringing up the kid from UConn. What's his name? I forgot his name now. Really hard.
Eric Watts?
Yeah, Watts. I mean, when do they make that decision? Is that a today decision or it's a tomorrow decision?
You might hear, I don't know what the rules are for a short week. You might hear about who they elevate later.
Gotcha. That's about all I got, Jake. I hope you have a great day. You know, enjoy your 20s, enjoy your 30s. And then maybe things get a little more serious in your 40s, but have a good,
Ted,
have a good one, man.
I appreciate it, man. Go Jets. Nate says Sauce in the middle of the field is wild, in my opinion. Put MC2 on Hunter Henry. Sauce has got the length, though, for the tight end. And they did it last year when Njoku was torching. They didn't do it quick enough. They finally put Sauce on him, but it was too late in the Browns game. I'm not against it in certain spots. I mean, the Patriots do not have a good receiving room, though. I mean, they got Polk, KJ Osborne. Those are the only 2 receivers that even caught passes last week. I know the Jets defense has some issues. They haven't been great yet, but they also weren't great in week 2 last year, and then they got the ship righted. The personnel is maybe not as good. They're a little banged up, but the coaching staff is still there. Same staff, same system. We've seen backups when they've had to play well. I mean, they won a game last year against an Eagles team without Sauce or DJ Reed. Or Echols, right? I think Carter played, but they were missing 3 of their top 4. Craig James is strapping up A.J. Brown with the game on the line. And also, if you remember, Sauce locked up, Nate, Mark Andrews in his first game as a pro. Remember that pass Lamar tried to hit him with in the end zone, and Sauce was there in coverage. So I think Sauce could do it. All right, I'm doing a TV hit on VSiN in like 13 minutes, so I got time for a little more. If you want your comment read, best way to do it is the super chat. Joe Jets super chats in. And Asmaniac won. Happy birthday, Jake. Have an awesome day. Thank you, Joe. Curly wants to use Sherwood on Henry. I could see that. Sherwood's coverage skills are very good. They're better than Mosley's. He's just a better athlete. All right, John C. is already at Jet Life. He joins us now. Hey, John. John, we can't hear you. Your mic is muted, unfortunately. John?
Hear me now?
There we go.
What's going on, Jake? Happy birthday, my man.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you.
So excited to be. I'm going to try to stop by the tailgate tomorrow.
You better, John. The tailgate will not go on without you, so no pressure.
All right. I'll bring the energy there. But you're from Syosset, right? I'm actually from Oyster Bay, so
I am
right from the same roots over there. My thing is like I'm wondering what song they're going to play for Aaron Rodgers when he comes out of the tunnel. Can't be Thunderstruck again.
Yeah, they got to drop. They got to drop Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
but they didn't. Didn't they play? I didn't go to the preseason, but didn't they play Thunderstruck in the preseason?
I think they did. They got to drop. That's you can't have that. I would play My Hero by the Foo Fighters. I think that's a perfect one, and that would be electric.
Well, that's what Aaron said he would want his walk up to be too. So
yeah,
it would work.
Yeah, but you gotta get off to a good start, a hot start. First, honestly, if the Jets win a coin toss, I would take the ball. I would make a statement, take the ball, and drive down the field, score a touchdown.
So I get the logic in that. I do. I still want this crowd with the defense on the field. Because I remember the first 3 and out last year when DJ Reed locked up Diggs and Allen missed them. Like the roar from the crowd was insane. And then when Rodgers came on the field and the ovation he got, and he went, he did the hand sign for love to everyone. Like, I want to recreate that. And then Aaron's the best in the 2 minute out of anyone. So then you give him a chance at the end of the half to maybe double up. So that's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Yeah, no, you're right. That DJ Reed, when he broke that up, that's the loudest I've ever heard MetLife Stadium. And in the Brees Hall run before Rodgers got hurt, that was just, I thought they were going to win the Super Bowl after they made that run. That was unbelievable. We need that back on Thursday. I think it's going to be great. The crowd's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be insane, man. I really do. So but if they took the ball and went down the field and scored, I mean, you're not going to hear Pete from me. I like putting the defense on the field when you're at home and the crowd's going to be that insane.
Yeah, I don't mind that as well. But Jake, have a great birthday. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Let's go Jets, baby.
John, appreciate the call, my man. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Delp in the house. Happy birthday. Tyler, you're the man. For those who don't know, Tyler is a phenomenal video editor, social media guru. He's been helping me out with some of the content you see on my TikTok. Yes, I actually have a TikTok. By the way, follow me on TikTok. I never ask for followers on TikTok because I just don't know what I'm doing there. But all I do is post clips, and the last 3 have gone viral, right? The one from Monday had 25,000 views. The one I did yesterday or 2 days ago had 7,000. And then the one from the other day has 15,000. All right. And I'm not even Gen X or Z. What is it? Gen Z? What are we doing right now? What gen are we? I don't know. But I'm not a TikTok guy, but I am on TikTok if you follow me there. So please. And Tyler helps you with some of the videos like this one right here.
And normally Rodgers in complete command in those situations. Rodgers looking, end zone, touchdown, Brees Hall. Down today for New York. Give it to him. Allen cuts it to the outside. He's gone. Jets trying to hold on. Tennessee trying to rally. Levis, a dart. It's bobbled and dropped.
I mean, come on now. How sick is that? Nice job by Tyler. I just posted my TikTok link. Tyler put it in there, and I copy and pasted it because I don't think it lets non-me post links. So follow me on TikTok and Twitter. I'll do a giveaway on TikTok. I'll count it for Twitter as well. If you want any hat in the merch store, I'll randomly pick a name. But you got to follow me on TikTok at Jake Asman Show, and then Twitter at Jake Asman and at Jake Asman Show. Mods can post links, so we're good. All right. John Gotti says we need to play The Champ Is Here by Jada Kiss on the Rodgers walkout. What should be the walkout song tomorrow? That could be an interesting conversation. Man. Hawk says, I want to hear Aerosmith Back in the Saddle. I like Aerosmith a lot. I don't hate that. I think the Foo Fighters' My Hero makes the most sense, though. A couple people have said that. I see John just wrote it in the chat. DB Boxing Fan says, happy birthday. A couple beers on me. Thank Gary. Won a bunch of money on his boxing betting tips. Wow. A pro Gary super chat. Gary does know boxing. Everything else, I don't think he knows anything, but he's a good guy. Thank you, DB. I appreciate the super chat. Love that. I think the problem with Champ Is Here is the Jets haven't won anything yet. It could be a bad omen. Back in the New York groove. That could work. But that's a Mets song, isn't it? Don't the Mets do that after they win? I don't know. Comments, questions, super chats. Last chance here. Going to wrap shortly. Matthew says, I'm all about the 90s So how about Return of the Mac? Not bad. Jesse P goes, Mets been going with Oh My God, but it's still synonymous with the Mets, though, that song. Hawk says any DMX song. I don't hate that either. I mean, how about something from Q-Tip or Method Man? They're huge Chef fans. Is Method Man going to be doing the intros again where no one could hear him because the crowd's too loud? That was insane last year. Jersey Jet says Enter Sandman. I don't think you could do Mariano's song in New York. Metallica, Seek and Destroy. Pretty good. Dream On. That's a good one. Guess Who's Back? Eminem. I like that. Orb says any V-Man song would be suitable. How about a little bass, and Jake? Huh? I'll get the crowd going. All right. We're basically done here. Nate has the last super chat. He says, Jake, Mark Andrews' play in Sauce's debut was on a crossing route in cover 3 by Sauce from the opposite side. MC2 did man up, and Andrews a bit that game. I'm just telling you, I think Sauce could cover a tight end. He did it last year against the Njoku. So I wouldn't hate it in a big spot if Andrews, or not Andrews, if Hunter Henry's the guy that's making plays, you put Sauce on him. You have Sauce for a reason. Anyway, thank you all for the support. Thank you to all the birthday wishes. Sincerely appreciate it. If you want to support me on my birthday, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join my Patreon. I do the show for all the Jet fans. You guys are the greatest. Come to L5 tomorrow if you're going to the home opener. Looking forward to meeting so many of you. I'll take pictures, whatever you guys want. I'll have some giveaway stuff I'll be giving out too. So I'm looking forward to that. JETS, Jets. I mean, that's it. That's the only thing that matters now. The New York Jets winning football games. That's it. And it starts tomorrow against the New England Patriots. I want blood. I want to destroy them all. Go Jets. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you guys at 4 p.m. Eastern with Jet Parles. And by the way, I'm on with O'Leary and Richie on the AFC East Jets Roundtable at 1 today. So I'm doing a lot. I never stop working, baby, because it's football season. And Aaron Rodgers plays quarterback for the Jets. And the Jets are going to be 2-1. And V-Man's doing the introductions tomorrow, right, everybody? I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Bass, and Jake. Get it started, Gator.
Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake.
Well, Super Jets always cut the line.
And the Boyello dances really fine.
When she's so chucking and back them jets.
My senorita, you know she gets real happy.
Real happy if that female doesn't rhyme.
Hey, Gator, it's a family show.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake. Bass, and Jake.